Alrighty, I think I've been inside long enough. I've been safe, got vaccinated. Time to greet the world and... Hey guys! Since it seems like lockdown is inevitable again, let's draw 10 more things while we're still stuck inside. Hello everyone, my name is Comic Maker, and well, it's been a little bit over a year now since I made a 10 things to draw video, so I thought it was about time that we make another one. There are a lot more of you here than there were last year, and really quick I just want to say thank you all for the support so far. It's been really wonderful getting to know you in the comments of my videos and on my live streams. But anyway, there are no rules for this. These are just fun drawing prompts you can try if you're looking for something to draw, so if any of them are too difficult for you, or you don't feel like doing some of them, that's totally fine.
But there's Comic Maker. What if you can't draw?
There are a lot of people that commented that last video, but Banana Man, you can draw something. Everyone can at least draw something.
Oh yeah? Check out this circle I drew.
Banana Man, this is just a drawing of you. And it's actually a decent drawing too.
Well, you see, a circle looks kind of like a hole, and I'm the whole package, so... Was that not it?
Well, I'll go. Anyway, let's get on with the drawings. Number 1, draw a plushie that you own. This can be one of your favorites, or it can be one that you've had for years, but for me, well, I have a lot of plushies. It was a little difficult to choose, and in the end, I actually ended up drawing more than one. You totally don't have to do more than one, but when I went to pick one off of my shelf, I remembered I had this adorable stack of Pikachus. Now, I could just draw one of them, but that would be a shame, so I decided in the end to draw all of them, including the little figure on the very top. I mean, you guys know me by now. Any excuse to draw Pokemon is a win for me, but if you want to increase the difficulty of this one, you could draw more plushies together like I did, or maybe you can put your plushie in a different location or pose it doing something. But I enjoyed drawing a big ol' stack of Pikachus, and it was a great way to jump into this drawing prompt challenge. Pika plushies? Check. Number 2, redraw a scene from one of your favorite comics or manga. This one is essentially fan art, but I've seen videos where people draw a full page of one of their favorite comics, but in their style, and I thought that it would be fun to just draw a scene of it instead. But if you want to go hard mode, that's an option as well. For this drawing, I decided to not necessarily go for one of my favorite mangas per se, but one that I remember vividly enjoying from my childhood. I promise this is the last Pokemon drawing for this challenge. But when I was a kid, I owned a couple comics from a series called Magical Pokemon Journey. It had a girl with a Pikachu and a Clefairy that could talk. The art style was simple and cute enough for me to try and draw at that age, and I remember loving it a lot. But one of my favorite chapters was one where a Machamp falls in love with a Vaporeon and tries to get its attention by being cool and breaking rocks and stuff by the lake that it lives in. Vaporeon isn't giving him the time of day at all, and I won't spoil the comic if you ever want to read it yourself, but I remember this chapter the most as a kid, and I thought it would be fun to draw Machamp in love looking over at Vaporeon. I tried to simplify the style to match the manga a bit, and it was a lot of fun. Macho love? Check. Number 3, draw something nostalgic. Now, this can be a photograph of you and some friends or a family member. It can be a piece of jewelry or an old soccer ball. Anything that you can look at and think back to a time in the past. For me, I had to go with my old Game Boy Color. I remember so many road trips, school bus rides, and late nights playing the heck out of this Game Boy. This is actually the exact one that I had as a kid too. It even still has the Lisa Frank sticker that I put on it years ago. See, it's a little panda because panda rhymes with Amanda. Anyway, I have so many fond memories of this Game Boy and really loved playing it that I can't think of a more appropriate thing to draw for this prompt. If the item that you want to draw for this prompt you don't actually own anymore, feel free to look at images online as well. This prompt series is really just for fun, so do them in whichever way is easiest and most comfortable for you. But for me, this one's done. An old gaming friend from the past? Check. Number 4, design an outfit using an object in your house. This one might require you to think a little bit outside of the box, so get ready. This can be inspired from a shirt you own, a cup design, or even a pattern or color scheme on a bag or pair of socks that you own. For this prompt, I chose this sake cup / shot glass that my husband and I got from our trip to Japan, and we have a matching one in red, but I love how this one looks like Mount Fuji, so I went with this one. For this drawing, I thought that it would be fun to make a dress out of the cup. I wanted the top to be the snowy top of the mountain, and the main part of the dress to be the rest of the mountain. It's kind of already in a dress shape, so it was pretty perfect for this. I tried to make the girl really pale and make her hair white to kind of be like the top of the mountain as well, but I initially considered making her hair light blue to represent the sky, then I ended up scrapping that idea. The only thing I kind of regret with this one is the texture of her dress. The cup itself had these darker lines on it, but I should have had them go along the curves and the folds of her dress to be more believable. That, and I should have gone a bit darker in the color too. But overall, I like it enough. Cup dress, check. Number 5, draw your favorite food / the last thing that you ate. I made this one a bit more open-ended because who knows, you might have had oatmeal last, and well, I don't even know how you draw oatmeal. So you can either draw your favorite, or if the last thing you ate is easier for you to draw, then that works too. Either way, we're drawing food. Some of my top favorites are mac and cheese and sushi, and I didn't have any pictures of me eating any of those recently, so I decided to look up some photos of tuna rolls and try drawing one of them. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if any of you have watched food being made in anime, you know that they draw them beautifully, and it makes me so stinking hungry. And I don't take the time to practice drawing food that often, so that's one of the reasons that I added this one to the list. And one of the hardest things to do for this drawing was to try and render the rice. I kind of regret drawing some of the grains of rice with a black outline because it really makes some of them stand out too much, but that's something that I'll keep in mind next time. But I do actually like how the dark parts of the raw tuna turned out, and when I added that shine at the end on everything, delicious. My favorite kinds of sushi are salmon katsu rolls, crab and cream cheese rolls, and tuna rolls, but if you ever had sushi before, what was your favorite kind? Curious to hear your taste, but this delicious roll is devoured. Check. Number 6. Pick 2 of your favorite characters and swap their outfits. Now this one is obviously a 2-for-1 prompt here, so it might take a bit more time, but I've done videos drawing characters in different styles or swapping styles of different series, but I've never actually swapped the outfits of 2 characters, so I thought that this idea might be fun. Now they don't have to be your most favorite characters of all time, but they can be pairings that you might find fun, funny, or interesting too. For mine, I decided to draw 2 ladies that I'm quite fond of, and that is Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender and Sailor Moon. Funny enough, I didn't realize it until I was pulling up reference, but both of them are actually 14 years old, so it ended up being kind of perfect. I will say that I don't think Katara looks that much like Katara in my drawing, but it was kind of fun seeing her in the Sailor Scout uniform, and I think that Sailor Moon actually kind of rocks the Water Tribe outfit. I ended up just drawing them in their basic poses, but if I tried this again, I think I would try to draw them in a more unique and original pose instead. But anyway, both of these series are dear to my heart, especially The Last Airbender, so if you haven't seen it, you really should. But with that, these 2 lovely ladies are done. Check. Number 7. Draw a character from the last game you played or book you read. Now, if you're doing this by a book and there aren't any pictures, you'll have to use your imagination for this one, but for me, I decided to draw mine based off of the last game I played, and for me, that game was Minecraft with my friends. Recently, we actually started playing the Skytree mod, which my husband has really gotten into. But Minecraft in general is a game that I come back to every couple months to a year whenever there's an update. It's so easy to just pick up and play again, but I don't know about you guys, but every time I start playing it again, I forget how to make everything and have to look it all up. But for this one, I grabbed some of the Minecraft figures I have on my nerd wall and posed them up. This is actually a lot harder to draw than I thought it would be. Since Minecraft characters are blocky, you can easily make them look weird if your line art is wobbly. I especially had a hard time with the little square details in the coloring. With my markers, it's harder to get solid squares, so in the end, everything looked more like blobs than actual squares. I also couldn't help but add a chicken because it's one of my favorite mobs in the game. It's just so cute and I love them. But anyway, game doodle is finished. Check. Number 8. Draw one of your favorite things that you own. This can be a book, pet, mug, necklace, etc. Really anything that you have that you just really, really love. I have quite a few things that I like, and I didn't want to draw another plushie, so I ended up deciding on this no-face calendar from Spirited Away that my husband's family bought for us when we went to the Ghibli Museum in Japan. Spirited Away is my absolute favorite Ghibli movie, and I was debating on getting it when we went to the museum, but we went with some of my husband's family and they got it for us while we were there, and I just really treasure it. If you've never seen the movie and you don't know, this is from one of the scenes in the movie where No-Face floods the bathhouse and causes a huge mess. I think it's such a cool design for a calendar, and I love that I can just move the little dice around to change the day. It was a lot of fun drawing this one, not just because I love the figure and it means a lot to me, but also because of the fact that it's from a movie that is so dear to me. And this one ended up being one of my favorite drawings from these 10 prompts for many reasons, but I had a lot of fun making it. Cool calendar? Check. Number 9. A random generator. Now, you know I had to do at least one randomly generated prompt. We did one in the last 10 things to draw challenge, so I had to find a different website for this one. This time we have shop.odditydraws.com, which is a generator that speeds through 2 different randomly generated prompts. And the prompts are, who are you drawing and what are they doing? Pretty simple enough. You can screenshot this on mobile or on your computer, but I ended up using the snipping tool to grab mine off the website. I'll of course leave the links for you guys in the description below. And my random prompt was... no. Oh no. Well, can't fight destiny. And Jesus has spoken. Time to draw the sexy cursed Shrek. Let's do this.
I've been waiting for so long, girl. Yeah. To be with you alone, girl. Yeah. Move your back against the wall, girl. Don't be afraid, won't let you fall, girl. No, no, no. You don't have to feel no pressure. We got all the night, no stress, girl. Go ahead and get undressed, girl. We can do it overnight, and I promise you, I will make you scream.
Not much else to say about this one. Sexy maid Shrek that will haunt my dreams? Check. Last up, we have number 10. Draw yourself in your favorite outfit going outside. Last time I had you guys submit drawings of yourselves in your comfy quarantine clothes, so this time I wanted you guys to draw yourselves in an outfit that you would wear out once all this craziness is over, or an outfit that you would want to wear for a night out on the town. I ended up just drawing myself in one of my favorite outfits. I know for my channel I usually have myself in a jean skirt and a t-shirt, but typically I actually wear dresses. I'm also a sucker for flower patterns. One of my favorite dresses is this black dress with these really pretty watercolor looking sunflowers on them. I usually wear them with leggings because it's a bit too short to wear on its own. Then I usually wear a black sweater with it and some flats. I also bought this new Pokemon mask, but it was so much easier to just draw a plain one for this prompt. Also, thank you to everyone in the Discord who participated and sent in drawings. I'll be showing off all of your wonderful art at the end of this video. But one of the comments I got a lot in my last 10 things to draw video was people saying that they couldn't draw or that they couldn't draw well enough to try out some of the prompts, and I know that can be super frustrating. Sometimes you just get the itch to draw or be creative, but it just can't come out the way that you see it in your head. That's why I'm super happy to work with a great resource like Skillshare again. They have been a wonderful sponsor of this channel and a great support for lots of artists that are learning and building their skills. If you don't know, Skillshare is an online learning community with a huge amount of videos ranging from juggling, comic making, design, and a heck of a lot more. And it's really for anyone. If you're a beginner at drawing or are even brushing up on your skills, there are different levels of classes that can meet any kind of learning. In fact, it's curated specifically for learning, and they're always adding more and more classes so you continue to gain all kinds of skills. Also, there are no ads, so you have some nice, to the point, uninterrupted learning. And if you're one of my art friends out there that has been frustrated with the progress of your art, I really recommend Yasmina Creates class. You can draw anything in 3 easy steps. She does a great job on breaking down the subjects that you want to draw into easy to follow steps so that starting a drawing is less intimidating and frustrating and more about observing the things you're trying to draw. I found her 3 simple steps and stylizing your art sections to be particularly particularly interesting. If you want to give it a try to see if it's right for you, then you're in luck. The first 1,000 people to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can explore your creativity. So give it a try and see what kind of creative things you end up learning, and thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. But that's it for this one, guys. I have had so many people asking me to make another 10 things to draw video, but I didn't want to do it too soon after, and with the world still the way that it is, I'm glad I got to do another one for you all in the end. But if this wasn't enough for you and you crave more drawing prompts, then be sure to join me on Wednesdays for my weekly prompt stream. My channel members actually send in suggestions that I add to a wheel, and we spin that baby and draw together. Then I take submissions in and we look at all the drawings that you guys made live on the stream. It's a super fun time and gets lots of people drawing. But if you want another video like this one and you haven't seen my first 10 things to draw video, I'll leave an iCard here. I always have a lot of fun drawing with you all, and this time was no different. So once again, thank you to everyone who submitted a drawing of themselves in their favorite outfits. For these submissions, I ended up taking them through Discord, but I'll make announcements in the future for other community events so you can all participate if you want. Special thanks to LtTim for making the spooky virus at the beginning. I'll leave his links in the description if you want to check him out. And as always, thank you so much to all of my amazing channel members who make videos like this possible, and to all of you who like, comment on, and share my videos. I appreciate you all stopping by, and I hope that we can draw together again soon. Bye, guys.